Okay guys, so we're in the Midwest, and for those of you who don't know tornadoes or how they start to form or whatever, these are some of the signs you look for when you're traveling in the Midwest and you're about to see a tornado start to form. But what I did was stop, and I'm gonna let this weather pass before I start traveling, okay? So that's one thing you gotta look for, especially in the Midwest in a tornado alley. Right, you got to look out for it. There are certain conditions that come with a tornado, and this is one of them. You see these clouds out there forming this circle-like pattern? That's what you got to look for. Now, if you look this way, you notice it's clear over there. Clear, but notice the concentrated lightning that's around this clouded area right here. There's a heavy concentrated lightning that's flashing just within that vertex right here, within that little hole right here. Okay, so I just spoke to that guy who left in that car you see driving away, and he told me he came from that way and there was a lot of hail, which is another signal to tell when it's tornado-like weather forming. Now, I've been traveling the Midwest for years, so I know about these tornadoes and how they develop. And another reason I don't travel at night in the Midwest for that specific reason. But if you look at the sky, you can clearly see that it's well defined. It's just a concentrated area that's forming, and these clouds are forming this type of swirl. Now, hopefully this one weakens and it doesn't turn into a tornado, but it has all the potential to form a tornado. It looks like it's weakening to me. Okay, and I checked the weather and I don't see anything about tornado, but this is how they look. Okay, for those who have never been in the Midwest, this is exactly how tornadoes look when they're about to form. You can hear this lightning, and if you notice the clouds, they look like they're hanging down, like they're about to touch the ground, hanging down, and the swirling motion. Okay, look at that swirling motion. It's all lightning from over there, and the lightning is just right underneath the clouds. So it's been raining down that side, which is the west side. We're in Colorado right now. We just crossed over into Colorado from Kansas, right? And this is what we ran into. So people know the Midwest, like that trucker over there. He stopped, and I was right behind him. So I said, hey, I don't want to know if it's a tornado. Let me stop here, let it pass. It will go away, and then it will be safe to travel. Another reason I do not travel at night in the Midwest. Okay, lots of tornadoes, and you got to be aware of this, especially if you're a person who's not familiar with out here. It's very windy, right? You can see the flag right here. Extremely windy. You can hear the wind blowing, and look at these swirling clouds. See these swirling clouds? Right, that's a signal. So what you do in this case if you're traveling on the road? Well, you stop and see if you could find the safest place where you could find shelter. That's what you do. Stop and get away from it. If you see it going west, head east. If you see it going east, head west, and vice versa, okay? And hopefully you could find shelter in that case, right? So I just wanted to show you guys, since I'm out here in the Midwest, how these tornadoes develop. And don't think that it's just a good old rain cloud that's right there, okay? But it looks like it's moving to me. But if you can notice the clouds, they begin to form this swirling motion, right? This swirling motion that it's forming, and it's concentrated lightning just in that one spot right there, okay? Got a good view of that so you can see. And then look outside of it, there's nothing. Clear days ahead over there. Okay, there's nothing around it. It's just this one spot, and it's just forming a swirl. Heavy rain is falling in the center. You could see, let's see if we could zoom in. You could see that heavy rain pouring down in the center right there. Right? That's it. Heavy rain pouring down in the center. So those are some travel tips that you can use if you're traveling. Be wary of tornadoes, and they really occur anywhere, right, at any time, but specifically in the Midwest, in the tornado alley, these sides, you you will find them more frequent than less. Okay, the Oklahomas, right, Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri, these places have a lot of concentrated tornadoes. Okay, and I hope you guys learned something from this. Right, that's it. Catch you guys soon. Peace.